Boom, we are live. This is a live broadcast telling our followers that we started a live video. What's up, everybody? I'm taking my walk. I wanted to tap in with the people of IG, YouTube, and beyond, and answer some questions that you may have. Let's get fit, let's get money. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Taking my little afternoon walk. I try to do so every single day. And just wanted to put out the broadcast, put out the message about the fitness, about the health, the wealth, and the prosperity. Shout out to B-Man, one of the moderators and administrators in the Discord. I see you, B-Man, being very helpful. Guys, I say this in all the videos because it's true. You need to join the Discord, A+ Amazon Seller Discord. I have the link in the bio or comment, winning, and I'll send you the link personally. I want you guys to win. It's a free resource where you can learn how to get started, get all the software linked up, ask questions about ungating, selling, and more. It's a support group. And shout out to everybody that's been succeeding and winning on that Amazon Discord. I see people starting from nothing, learning how to sell, selling their first 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I see people in there reaching 20, 30K per month. And it's awesome. Selling more than I have, actually. You know, I haven't sold those 30K in a month yet, but I will. I'm sourcing right now at Ross. There you go. B-Man, the king of retail arbitrage. I know you hit up a lot of stores. I need to hit up more stores myself. But it's been a different schedule here for me in the summer. I've been doing more music. I've been doing more fitness. And I've been attending to other businesses as well because Amazon's not the only thing I do. But I'm passionate about Amazon as well. And I want to get this business streamlined. Shout out to the VAs that I've hired this month that have been helping me source. If you don't know what VA is, it's virtual assistant. And I'm building the team. Lauren is interested. Yeah, you can link into my bio and check out the A+ Amazon Seller Discord. If not, just comment on one of the videos and I'll send you the link directly. Just getting ready to ask about getting ungated. Yeah, we have the instructions on the Discord, but basically just need an invoice. What are the sites that'll give you invoices? The most popular sites that'll give you invoices are Target.com and Soccer.com. There's other sites, but you know, those are some of the most popular sites that will give you an invoice so that you can submit and get approved to sell the big brands on Amazon. It's Friday. B-Man may drop a lead today. Absolutely. We got to start a channel for just leads. You know, maybe charge for that. I've been talking about, charging for the Discord or whatnot, but I don't feel 1,000% confident just charging for information that you can get for free online, which maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but right now it's open for free. But to get leads, maybe that's something that we could do, like a private channel for that. But B-Man sometimes drops leads. He sent me some as well. There's definitely leads out there, and that's definitely what's, I would say, once you get up and running, that's what's most valuable, is getting those leads. The more leads you get, the more products that you can source to sell at a profit. So yeah, guys, I just completed over 365 days of burpees every single day. That's part of the theme of what I push here: fitness, making money online, overall personal improvement and self-motivation. I want to see everybody winning, and this is a holistic approach. I'm not only the Amazon selling guy. I don't want to be that guy alone. I want to make sure that when you watch me, I provide value for the mind, body, and soul. I want to see you guys get fit. I want to see you guys change your habits, be stronger, and be healthier. And of course, increase your health and wealth, make more money online, and buy some time back so you could do the things that you really want to do instead of slaving every day for the man, which at some point most people have to do. And I respect that. But ultimately, I think we should strive to be our own boss. If that's what you feel is beneficial to you, I certainly do. Shout out to Mika BK, TJ, and the rest of the maniacs are in here. I'm taking a little walk around the lake. I try to do so every single day. Right now I'm on a 3-day split for weightlifting and 3 days of jiu-jitsu weekly. So between that, I think I'm getting enough physical fitness. And of course, every single day, even on the weekends, I don't take a day off of burpees. I try to get those in. And that's just more of a warm-up and a maintenance thing. I always post those in my story to hold myself accountable. I'm probably on day 380 now. So just a few weeks ago, I had reached the milestone of 365 days. And I'm talking about every single day I haven't missed over the past year. There's been times I've been even a little sick and ill, and I've still done the burpees with a mild fever, and I still pulled up on them. And really, I gotta say that burpees have really helped me. Just overall self-improvement. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I try to replace all those negative habits with something positive, and burpees has been the cornerstone of that. They're cutting the grass over here, so excuse me if you can't hear me correctly. I'm walking past the lawnmower people. Shout out to Keisha. But yeah, guys, drop questions. Most people ask questions about ungating. I would say that's the most sought after questions and information for newbies. They want to know how to get ungated and approved. And guys, it's not rocket science. You have to get an invoice from Target, from soccer.com, or from any major retailer or wholesaler that provides an invoice with your name and address that matches what you've signed up with on your Amazon seller account. It has to be the same. And if you have all those things going for you, you should be getting approved. Now, there's a certain randomness to this ungating process, because I've seen a lot of people provide the exact information, and sometimes they get denied and they have to try a few times. I feel like there's a bot behind it, and sometimes there may be other factors that they don't publicize, but that is the recipe. You may want to take some pictures of the items that you have, but I certainly have gotten approved several times on many different brands without providing pics, just providing the invoice. Now, also, sometimes I haven't followed the rules so strictly, and I've sent an order confirmation that includes my address, and sometimes it slides through. That's not necessarily what they asked for, but sometimes it does slide through. You can just save to PDF your order confirmation that you placed online with the retailer, and sometimes Amazon will accept. I'm not saying that that's the correct way of doing things, but I'll say I've done it before and it's worked for me. I've done it before and it's worked for me. Hold on, let me pass with this guy. Yeah, they're cutting the grass out here. Going to look at bio. Yeah, if not, you can also comment on one of my other videos, the ones that are, one of my reels, and I'll respond to the comment. Comment winning. I usually know that means that somebody's interested in joining the Discord. But we have 500 plus members, getting close to 600 members. I've been ramping up the reels. I took a little break from the reels. I got someone helping for the reels. Shout out to Abdullah. He's been helping me with the reels and editing some shorts from the live streams that I've provided over the past months, and it's definitely helped. But I'll continue to keep adding value for you guys. Tap in every few days and let you know how my journey's going. Keep you updated as to what I'm doing, because like I said before, I'm not just the Amazon guy. I want to push this You a Goat lifestyle. The Goat Farm is the brand that we represent. And You a Goat is the hashtag, UAGOAT. That's what we need to get back, is doing some reels. Yeah, you too, B-Man. I know you were doing them for a while. So, I'm going to continue to do some reels myself. But, it's easier sometimes for me to just tap in and do the live, unscripted, unedited, raw. And then I have my guy clip out some reels from those live streams, take out some clips, some shorts, because let's face it, while there's 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 plus people that tune into the lives while I'm doing them. After I share the lives, they necessarily don't get as much traction as a reel would that's 30 to 40 seconds. Most people on IG are not gonna sit there and watch a whole 10-minute clip or a 15-minute clip. They may do that on YouTube. And for those that are interested in checking out the prior live streams and some of the information that I've provided, some of the value I provided on those live streams, you could check out the A+ Ecom YouTube. I have that linked in the bio too, and linked in the Discord. I archive all the live streams that I do over there on that YouTube channel, plus the short reels that I do on Amazon. So that's an Amazon dedicated YouTube. As far as this IG, it's just me and my life and my journey in fitness, ecom, and music production. For those that don't know, most people know me as Tev95. I'm a record producer and have been for the past 10, 15 plus years. I have my own label, 95 Labs. I've worked with many artists. You can check me out on YouTube, TEV95, all one word, all caps except the E. And that's my passion and what I have the most experience in. But in that journey, I've always found a way to supplement my income in between projects. And one way has been Amazon, and that really had worked. And most recently, I shared some videos back in February about my journey, and they really took off. So I started that Discord and kept doing more of these videos. I'm gonna have my sister-in-law edit for me. Yeah, you could do that. I like editing videos, but you know, as far as like editing down the live streams, it takes a little bit of time because the live streams are like 15 plus minutes. Sometimes they're 30 minutes long. So you got to go through them and pick out the clips. So just watching the live stream, it'll take you about 30 minutes, and then you got to clip them out. And by the time you do everything, it could take you 1-2 hours just to do it real. So that's why I got my guy Abdullah doing them for me, and shout out to him. I appreciate that. And I'll still do reels myself too. But yeah, how you guys doing? What's up, B-Man? You gotta share some of those reels too. Let us know what's going on. So yeah, guys, hit me up. I can send you the VA I'm using to try out. And that's for, what's that VA for? For sourcing or for editing? Is that for sourcing or for editing? You know, I'm experimenting with VAs for just about everything right now. I want to delegate the task and free up some more time to handle the things that I want to do with the fam, and also the music production, being that's my first passion. I'm actually working on 2 projects right now. I got Go Farm 2 going with Shadi, which is probably, arguably, the best lyricist in Miami, in my opinion. And the Miami Arena album, which is with Shadi, Money Mowgli, Salazar de Tabaquero, which is arguably the best Spanish MC in the city too. And we're going to have a supporting cast of ill lyricists. Sourcing, says B-Man. All right, yeah, that's what's up. You know, another thing to consider too, it just came up to mind, is like sharing a VA. You know, sharing a VA and splitting the cost. Maybe that's something that we can look into. Because if you're sharing leads with just 2 people, it's not like you're gonna tank the price or anything. It's once you start sharing leads in these Discords that have hundreds of members that sometimes the price can tank. And I noticed that sometimes the price tanks with the larger brands like Nike and Adidas. They run a sale, like, for instance, like Nike right now is running a sale. Members save another 25% when they enter member 25 in the promo code box, I think. And I'll expect that some of those prices, some of the prices on those listings to go down once they ship and they get listed by the resellers. A lot of people are interested in selling those big names. So while I do, and I'm not gonna lie, I've bought Nike this week as well. It's also good to focus on other categories, anything from beauty to hardware to camping supplies to art supplies. There's definitely a lot of other categories that are not as sexy, but they can provide an ROI and still move units. You know, of course, Nike is one of the sexier brands to sell. Most newbies, they see the Nike boxes and the shoes, and they want to do it too. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, that's the majority of what I've sold in the past. But with time, I've learned that it's important to expand your catalog to other items that may not be as saturated. Because like I said, you know, most of the newbies are gonna want to sell Nike. They're gonna be buying from Nike.com when they run these sales like they're doing this week. There's some good sales this week. I picked up some Jordans, I picked up some Dunks, I picked up some shoes at a discount, because not only are they discounted on the site, but then once you're a member, you enter the code. It's nothing big, you know, people know it. Then you get another 25% off. So, you know, I scooped up some Dunks there for like $60. They resell for like $120, and some of them are more, $150. But I do expect those prices to kind of maybe take a little dip as other resellers jump on them. So, you know, it's something to consider. And another thing with the shoes, which a lot of people don't talk about, is that they have a higher return rate because they're kicks. So people return kicks sometimes because they don't fit right. And then you got women's shoes that people, they return those kicks, man. The women also have a higher return rate. The kids, like the kids' kicks, those have higher return rates than something like grocery, for instance. You know, the groceries don't have as higher return rates as the kicks. So, you know, while you may see that it's a profitable item, you may be getting sales, you also want to take into account what your return rate is on that specific product overall in all your inventory. So what I use to do my accounting is Inventory Labs, and it takes into account all the return rates, the inbound shipping costs, and all those little costs that end up adding up over time. And then it allows you to add in other expenses like the mileage you may be spending on going to the retail stores, the cost of supplies, the cost of software. You know, because right now I'm using Inventory Lab, Be Cool for repricing. Then you got the Amazon seller account itself, which is you got to pay a fee for. So these things, they're not super expensive. They're not like $1,000 a month, but you know, they're costs nevertheless that you need to account for. So while on the surface it may be like, okay, I sourced these products, I'm selling them, I'm getting a 30% ROI. But when you start taking into account all the other costs plus the returns, sometimes, and I'll say most of the times, it ends up being less than 30% ROI. So, you know, I saw Fields of Profit doing a video saying, oh, you know, these Amazon sellers saying that they're selling $1 million. You know, how much is that? Are they really taking home? And he calculated about 20% of that is actual net profit, which I think is really good. I'm going to be honest. I think it's probably less, especially if you're selling $1 million. You know, what percentage are you getting of returns? And, you know, that's not to say that returns are not sellable, because the majority are. The majority of the items that you get returned are resellable. And what that means that Amazon can inspect them and restock them for you. But there's a fee. There's a fee involved. You know, there's a small fee, so you got to take a little hit there. So, you know, I don't know exactly what the restocking fee is, but Inventory Labs takes that into account. But you got to pay. You know, you got to pay. You end up taking the hit, and that's kind of what's whack about selling on Amazon. And what I mean by that is that, you know, Amazon usually favors the buyer, not really the seller. So, you know, I've had instances where I've gotten shoes returned that they're not sellable because they've been worn. They've been visually worn, and like you see the soles of the shoes, they're all dirty. And like, you know, that shouldn't be accepted as a return. Like, you obviously wore them for a day or two before you decided to return them, and then Amazon just return your money and then has the seller take the L. And, you know, while that's not the norm, it's definitely not the norm, but the more you sell, the more it happens. it's happened a couple times this year for me where I get these shoes back and they're not like destroyed or anything, but they're not in new condition anymore. Like they've actually obviously been worn. So, you got to take the L on that. Maybe resell them on eBay as like new, but you can't really sell them on Amazon. And, that's part of the game. So those are certain things that maybe people and influencers online may not share with you, the downsides. But there's definitely more upsides than downsides. But, there's part of the game, You're going to deal with returns and you're going to deal with unsellable products, i.e. shoes that have been worn. Kid shoes. I got some kid shoes the other day. They were all worn and torn. Amazon returned the money to the buyer and then sticks me with the problem. And, I think that you can go ahead and contest that and go through the whole process. But, am I going to nickel and dime the $50 shoes, or am I going to keep it moving and try to move another 10 units? Sometimes it's not worth it to nickel and dime. I've been noticing that, don't nickel and dime so much. Just keep the ball rolling, keep the momentum going. I'm big on that. Sometimes people worry so much about the small little details and nickel and diming little things when in fact they're losing sight of the big picture, which is just keep those sales rolling in. And the perfect example of that is Amazon in itself. If Amazon nickel and dimed all the buyers, they wouldn't have the trust that they have now and dominate the marketplace. You know why people buy on Amazon at a higher price? Because it's convenient and they can return whenever they want. That's why. So they've earned the buyer's trust. You see? If Amazon was nickel and diming all the returns, would they be the outfit that they are now? I don't know. Maybe not. Shout out to Big Pliskin. Shout out to Jason 88 Coop. Shout out to Reynaldo Don. People that took time to stop by and listen to the broadcast. Again, all these broadcasts, I leave them up maybe for a day or so here on IG, and then I archive them all on the A+ Ecom YouTube channel, which is only for e-commerce. Like I said earlier, this IG is going to include music production, fitness, my burpees, more of my personal page. But I have the YouTube dedicated for Amazon. I have all the live streams archived over there. As well as, I repost the reels there too. And of course, I got the Discord. I'm going to keep plugging the Discord because that's where we provide a lot of value. And that's the support group for you new sellers and for you established sellers as well to come in and ask questions, share your story and more. We have a guide there on how to get started, the instructions on how to ungate big products, the software tools that we use, which are SellerAmp and Keepa. And then if you like, you can use other softwares for repricing or whatnot, like BeCool, but that's not a necessity. Although I do recommend it after you get yourself a certain amount of inventory. You do want to probably use a repricer. Once I got over, I would say I sold for over a year without a repricer, but once you get over 50 or maybe 100 listings, you're better off just having the repricer be competitive for you. Repricer ends up being, I want to say like $100 a month or $70 a month. And, if you have over 100 listings, you should be able to make that money back for sure. The idea here is you got to spend money to make money. The more inventory you buy, the more you can sell, the more profits you can make. If you're nickel and diming everything, I don't know what to say, Going back to that theme, don't be nickel and diming. I think that in the past, I've nickel and dimed myself, and it's been to my disadvantage. I was going to say my detriment, but I think that's too intense of a word. I would say to my disadvantage. So, keep it flowing, keep the momentum going, and just do it. Don't think so much about it sometimes, In this age that we live in, it's not about information anymore. Everybody has access to information. I think we live in an era where people that actually win are not the ones that have the most information. So it's not necessarily knowledge is power, it's action and applying what you know. So those that win are those that take action. Because let's face it, you could be in the third world and you have the access to the same amount of information as everybody else does. So if you take action, that's probably what separates, or what could separate you from the rest. A lot of people are, they sit and they watch and they think, they contemplate, but are they actually acting? What up, Fantastic? Juke, this 11. I see you guys. So again, it's not so much about knowledge anymore and information. It's about application and action. Are you applying what you've learned? And are you actually moving and keeping that momentum up? All right, guys, I'm going to leave you at that. Get fit, get money, start winning. Drop a comment on my videos. Winning, if you want to get linked up to the Amazon Discord. It's actually in my bio, so you can see it there, A+ Amazon Seller Group. I do one-on-one coaching calls. If you guys want to talk to me one-on-one, I got some booked for next week. I'll be happy to talk to you for 30 minutes or more. You can book a time on my schedule, and I can help you as much as I can. And if you need a course, I recommend the FBA Roadmap course by Miles and Fields of Profits. They're some of the people I learned from, and they're 7-figure sellers. They got 20+ hours of content and a great course that'll take you from A to Z, let you know everything you need to know and more. And that's also linked in my bio. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.